Hello everyone, welcome back to Nick's Happy Place. Today I am super excited that I can taste things perfectly again and that I went to Pizza Hut to get their cheesy bite pizza with ranch lovers flight. Look at that. Yeah, you know me, I'm not a ranch lover here. If you notice in there, there's a pretty red looking ranch in this thing. But I'll get to that in a minute. We'll get to the star of the show here. This is a cheesy bite pizza from Pizza Hut. This came out a couple weeks back. I finally got over there to get some. But yeah, that's an interesting looking thing there. It's like there's like little, they look like little like cheese curds in that they look like. But they are like little stuffed. I'm not sure how the heck they even got the cheese in there that way. That they kind of... It's not like a typical ring around the pizza. These are actually like pull apart bites. So that's what we got there. See, the little bite will come off. I'm thinking, well, maybe not. That looks kind of comical actually. But this is a pepperoni pizza here. You get a large. Let's see. The crust looks a little flimsy, as typical things do when they are any kind of stuffed in any form. Usually get that thin crust there. But there's what we got there. Let's see what we got. But also too, I will get into talk about the ranch lovers flight. You can customize these too. Typically it comes with ultimate ranch, and then it also comes with pepperoni ranch, and it comes with a chipotle ranch. So there's what it is there. And if you notice in the middle, like I said, you can customize this, and I figured I may try the pepperoni ranch just to try it. I may try the chipotle ranch just to try it, but I am not trying a straight up ranch. Heck no, no way. I don't care if I was sick and had no taste at all. I would not try a typical ranch. But my sense of my flavor is back. I am not going with a straight up ranch. So I got the traditional dipping sauce there. So we got a good shot there. But anyways, I'm just going to go in. The pizza itself is $15.99, which comes with the flight. That is like a freaky looking piece of pizza. Isn't it? The pepperoni looks good on it. It looks good, but that crust is like, I don't know, it's just different. But anyways, I'm going to try the pizza itself first of all, which I always enjoy Pizza Hut. I know people are hit and miss. Some people love their Pizza Hut. Some people hate their Pizza Hut, but me, I love all pizza, you know. If it has a red sauce on it, there's a good chance I'm going to love it. I mean, I know there are some exceptions out there, but when you start throwing garlic sauce and ranch sauces and all that on pizza, that's when things get a little mixed up there. But Pizza Hut typically makes a good pizza, you know. And I go through my rounds. Sometimes I crave Pizza Hut. Sometimes I crave Domino's. Or sometimes I crave like Caesars. Sometimes, and that's all I really got in my pizza. I don't got the Papa John's and all that in my area, which I wish I did, because Papa John's is actually pretty good. But I make my rounds. Sometimes I'll go like months and months and months without eating Domino's, and then one day I'm like, I could go for Domino's. But anyways, I'm just going to quit jabbering and get into what's at hand here. Looks like a fair amount of pepperoni on it. A really thin crust. I mean, it does seem like a dry crust though. So it is flimsy, but at least it's dry and not like doughy, like undercooked. So it does got that aspect. As long as it's cooked and not like doughy, we got a good thing here. But I'm just going to go ahead and bite it and quit jabbering here. Honestly, the crust is like a little tough, like. It's like I was expecting it to kind of break apart, but it's actually a little on the tough side. And they didn't put a lot of sauce on it. But it is a pretty thin pizza, so I mean, I can understand I'm not gobbing it on, but I always love like extra sauce. I know I could have requested it, but when I do a review, I always get it the way it comes. Because if I doctored this, well, you're going to go and order it, and if you don't doctor it, it'll be different. So I always get it straight up, exactly how it comes, not the way I always like it, but I get it the way it comes. So that's what I do. But yeah. I mean, it's not horrible where it just makes the pizza bad. It's just a little chewy. But not so bad. Now as far as the little bites here, It's so weird. Like, just remind me like a little, don't they look like little fingers or something? It's just like, it's strange. So I could use that as my hand. There you go. Hey, guys. But anyways, let's see if I can pull one of these off here. The weird thing is how are you eat these? I mean, is it, if you pull them, you have to rip them off your crust, or are you supposed to eat the crust and then just leave these in the end and then just chew on them? I don't know. I've never had this pizza before. I'm not sure if this is a returning one. I thought this was one, because I know in the back they had like the little puffs on the end with the cheese in them, but these are like more like fingers, like, so I don't know. Maybe it's something different. Maybe just the way they made this one. One thing I will say, everything seems dry on this. I mean, I know I'm not dipping any sauce or no sauce on it, but the pizza itself seems a little dry. The crust seems a little tough, like it's cooked. But there's like no moisture, I guess, as you could say. But I guess we'll go to what you're supposed to do with these. Oh, throw that there. The main thing you're supposed to do is dip them in sauce. So what I'm going to do here, I got to go with my original OG. Like I said, you can customize the sauces if you want. It does come with the flight. It's a part of it. It's not like an extra thing that you have to pay for. So it does come with it. So you can't beat the good old marinara. I'm not sure if this is like the regular breadstick sauce. I would imagine that's what they would give me, or if this is a straight up pizza sauce. But I'd imagine it's their or the sauce that comes with the breadsticks. I would imagine. But like I said, you can customize it either way. You can get all three of these as sauce if you wanted. Or you get, not sure what other sauces they got there, but you can customize them. Whatever, you get 2 of this one, 3 of that one, any way you want it. But here is the red sauce. Can't go wrong with that. It tastes like the breadstick sauce. And who doesn't love the breadstick sauce? The breadstick sauce is king there. You gotta love their breadsticks too. All the Parmesan in that. When they're made nice and fresh. Oh, it's so good. But yeah. It does add some life to it. Definitely delicious there. Now I'm gonna do something I might regret doing. I hate ranch. The weird thing is, it's not like I've ever eaten a bunch of ranch and I got sick off it or anything. It just the smell of it, I'm just not a ranch fan. But I don't even know why I even entertained the idea of going with this. This is the Chipotle. Oh, it smells ranchy. But for the sake of the channel, I will go in, since it has flavor in it. I am going to give this a chance, and I will see what we got. I'm not sure if I'm going to like this. The pepperoni one might have a little hope, but I'm thinking this is going to probably not end well for me. So, yeah, I'm just not a fan of ranch. I'm not sure what to think. Let's see. I mean, I guess the Chipotle does add a little bit. It does add a little kick to the ranch. A nice little cheesier piece here. I'll give it a little bit more of a dip there. Give this a try. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of it. I mean, it definitely got the ranch flavor. It's like ranch, and then the Chipotle gives a little bit of a kick. It's still basically ranch-based, of course. That's what main flavor I'm getting. And I guess you got the kick of the Chipotle there, so I mean, it's okay. If you like ranch, you'd probably love it. As far as jumping over to the pepperoni. I think it's pulling these things off of these pieces is kind of rough. That one doesn't smell so ranchy. So let's see. Why do I do this to myself? Why didn't I just get straight up pizza sauce and say, hey, they have ranches. You can try them. Don't come looking at me for a review on it. Why did I do this? But like I said, I put myself out there for you guys. You know, I want to sample these things. I want for you to see what's there. If I did that, that'd be kind of cutting a corner on it. And I don't like to cut corners, so let's try this. I mean, I guess it can't be any worse than the last one. Well, that one is a little more interesting. Because basically, the pepperoni flavor basically masks all of the ranch flavor for the most part. After it settles, you do get like a little touch of like the creaminess of the ranch, I guess, kind of comes through in the end. But that's like straight up pepperoni. And it's actually a pretty good pepperoni flavor in that. I would actually consider getting that one again. Yes. You heard that correctly. My wife better not watch this video, or some of my friends, because they know how much I despise ranch. So if they heard me say that a pepperoni ranch flavor actually was okay, that it maybe even something I would get again, they would probably never let me hear the end of it. But in this one's defense, that is a good pepperoni flavor. I really, really like that. And that's coming from some guy who doesn't like ranch. But then again, really, in my defense, that's not really a full-fledged ranch sauce. That's pepperoni flavored. Whereas, like I said, this one mainly has the ranch flavor of the Chipotle. This one you get the pepperoni. But you do get a little bit of that creamy vibe off the end of it. But you can't really taste the ranch. If I gave you the sauce and said try it, you would just think it's a pepperoni sauce. You may not even pick up the ranch. But then again, if you eat ranch all the time, maybe you may. So I'm going to close these up for now. And so, but that's what you get. Like I said, $15.99. You get your 3 sauces. Yeah. I may even have some more of that after I get off camera here. But I don't know. The pizza just looks weird. I mean, isn't that an odd looking piece of pizza? Oops, excuse me. Probably one of the oddest looking pieces of pizza I've probably eaten in my life. It's kind of like scary looking, like, isn't that? But anyways, yeah. My armless Palmer. Well, actually, it's a dead billionaire, they call it now. It used to be an armless Palmer liquid death tea, like lemon tea. Lemonade, actually, I should say. Good stuff. I love this. This is one of my top flavors of liquid death tea. Good stuff. But I'm not rating that one now. I'm just telling you it's amazing. But as far as this pizza goes, I'm not sure if it's the pizza itself, if it's how it's cooked. I mean, I picked this up literally right after it was done. I ordered it like 15 minutes later, 16, I was right there to get it. So it's not like it sat there for a while. And basically, pizza, it's right across the lot. You can literally see it. If you look way in the middle between those, the cars are right there, you see Pizza Hut. So I drove right there to this parking lot here, and here I am eating it. So it's not like it sat for like, an hour or something like that and got dried out. But this is really a dried out pizza. I mean, I'm going to see a little test here. Can I even... Yeah, this kind of shows, this is probably why it's so dry. I mean, look at that. There's just such a light layer of sauce on there. They sauce that up a little more. My wife would probably like this because she's not a huge on sauce. Opposites attract, I guess, but I'm not sure about that. I mean, usually the pizza part's the enjoyable part, as always, because Pizza Hut's good. The pizza part of anything like this is good. But just thin, tough, lack of... I guess you'd probably even say, well, some pieces have a little more cheese than others. Let me reach here. Let me check this out here. I am going to dig out. I'm not sure if that one looks like it has a little more on it, a little more cheese. I mean, this side does have a little more cheese to it, it looks like. Or maybe that's just a pepperoni, kind of making it look more a little dense, but again, it's just not. Sorry about that. I'm still dealing with a little bit of a cough here. The rest of me is good. I'm 100% everything else. But that cough is still hanging around. But as far as this goes, I am not really impressed by this. I mean, the bites are interesting, but even when you pull the bites off, it's like a fight. You know, you're like ripping things apart there, and it just kind of, like this one here, it's not really, you kind of have to really tug the heck out of it. And what are you doing? You're just like making a mess. It's like, I feel like a kid here playing with my food, pulling the stuff off, but maybe just the way this one was cooked. Maybe it's not me, it's them. You know, I don't know. But if you guys have had this, like I said, it's been out for a little while now. So I finally got to get there and try it. But maybe I should have stayed away. But I mean, the cheese itself inside these is actually okay. It doesn't go right to the end though, but like I said, it seems a little dry. The sauces are nice. Sorry, had a mouthful there. As far as rating this goes, let me throw that there. As far as rating it goes, I'm kind of disappointed. Pizza Hut usually does a good job. I like Pizza Hut. Pretty good team at this Pizza Hut. They do a good job for us, for me. But as far as this pizza here, I'm not sure if it's the pizza or if it's the maker. But, and some pieces look a little better than others on her, but it just blah, you know, just an okay thing. As far as giving it a score, I don't mean to keep dragging us out here. As far as a score goes, I'm going to give it like a 7. That's what that gets, like a 7. It's just kind of okay. You know, there's moments like with the sauces. I am surprised. Pepperoni ranch is actually a decent sauce. And of course you got, you know, it's fun to dip them in. That's nice. It gives you an extra element to the pizza, but the rest of it just isn't enough to elevate it higher on the scale. Just a flat 7. Maybe if I got it again at another day, maybe it'd be a little better, but the crust is just kind of tough. It's kind of dried out. Not a lot of sauce. Not a lot of cheese, really. It's just kind of okay. And for the price, $15.99, that's, you know, I'd rather just get a regular stuffed crust from there, you know, and call it a day. Why? I'd rather just have the ring of crust around it rather than dealing with these little bites and all that stuff. But like I said, the sauces are nice, but doesn't give it enough to elevate it up. I give it a 7. If you guys, like I said, have had it, let me know your thoughts in the comments there. I'd appreciate that. Like I said, I want to know if it's just my experience. Maybe you guys had it and just loved it. But it's always great to hear that. I always love to hear your ideas and opinions on stuff. So I appreciate that. Otherwise, I'm going to wrap this video up, tie the bow, and here you go. Tomorrow I'll be going to Green Bay. I have some good ideas. I'm going to try to do a couple different things while I'm down there. There's a couple things on my hit list that I need to track down. I may try bringing my camera into the grocery store. I'm not sure if I got the courage up to do that yet. Maybe I could sneak my cell phone in there and kind of pretend like I'm just dinking on my phone and talking to myself or something. Maybe I could try that, or maybe I'll put an earpiece in and pretend like I'm talking on the phone, but that's actually a brilliant idea. Maybe I could do that. I know, we'll see, but at least I am going to check out that food truck rally tomorrow. I don't know, like I said, I don't know anything about it other than there's supposed to be a big food truck rally. I don't know any of the vendors. I don't know this or that. I just know the location of it, and I'm going there tomorrow, and I'm going to film differently tomorrow. So make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't so you don't miss it. I'll have to see. It may actually not go up tomorrow. It may not go up till maybe tomorrow evening or tomorrow, actually maybe on the following day. It all depends, because if I'm doing a bunch of different stuff, I may have to do editing and maybe a huge file. So we will see exactly when I get it uploaded, but I am definitely going on there tomorrow to make it. So make sure you subscribe to so you don't miss out on that. Otherwise, I'm back in business. I'm going to be in Green Bay tomorrow, so in addition to the food truck rally, I'm going to be digging up some other goodies there, so stay tuned for a lot of great content. I'm going to get back on the horse here, and I'm going to ride. That's what I'm going to do. So I hope if you guys are sticking around, it's like 20 minutes here. I'm just having fun talking to you guys now. So yeah, so I appreciate you guys being watching me still and not shutting me off. You guys are awesome. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thanks for all your love and support. You guys rock. Bye-bye. You can't get rid of me that easy. You know, after I gave the score on this pizza and I started uploading it and I was finish up the rest of it, you know, I really overrated that pizza. That pizza, I think I was given a little bit of a better score because of the sauce and that stuff, that aspect that kind of made it a step up, but that pizza really wasn't even a 7. I'm going to drop my score down on that pizza. I'm going to give it a 5.5. That's what that pizza gets. I mean, again, I don't know if it was them or if it's the restaurant itself or if it's the pizza that's just bad. But I know I don't like to watch other people's videos of stuff because, like I say, I don't like my reviews to get tainted by what other people think. Because if they say something and it sticks in my head and I'm like, oh yeah. So I try not to do that because, like I said, I don't want to taint my reviews. I want to tell you what I think. But in this case, yeah, I give that a 5.5. I don't recommend it. And when it gets colder too, I brought it back to work. I gave it to my coworker too, and he ate it. And he's like, wow, he gave it like a 4 is what he would have gave it. And you know, it's like, so I had to correct myself on that one. I don't want to misrate things. I got to start getting a little tougher with my reviews too, is I think sometimes I'm a little too lenient. And instead of I give my lower floors a little higher than it should be, and I need to take my lower rated items and I need to make that score a little lower, but sometimes I'm a little too nice with my reviews. So I'm going to try to get myself more of that range there and keep the bad stuff down to the bottom. But in this case, 5.5 corrected score on this pizza. Drop the ball, Pizza Hut. I don't know. But anyways, have a great day. Thanks for watching.